to you from home this morning. I've been out and done 17.5 miles this morning. On that, got a bit muddy, but I've been wonderfully supported, and it's made me think of support today. I've had a lot of time to think. And morning Mark, by the way, if you're watching, alright. My supporter for the day, for the morning. Very well received support as well. I'm very grateful. Showed me a new route to cycle along. Excellent. Great company. There's very many different levels of support, aren't there? I mean, you use a belt to support your trousers, or braces, or both if you want. That's one's form of support. You've got axle stands for your car, haven't you? Another sort of support. And your bike tear down benches, that's a form of support for when you're working on your motorbikes, stripping them down or whatever. But the most important kind of support that I can think of is emotional support. The people look after this for you. The people that look after this for you. That sort of support. Isn't that just the best support ever, eh? And I think it's one of those rare things where it actually is better to give than to receive. I get buzzed up when I've been supporting somebody to get feedback, positive feedback saying it's been well received. It's good. Support. There's another sort of support as well, isn't there? Like your football support. Standing on a terrace and singing a load of soppy songs. And if my experience was anything to go by, that sort of support. It's just an excuse to get drunk with your mates and have a fight with the other lot, to be honest. I dare say there are genuine supporters out there that keep their statistics and they know which player got signed at which time and for how much, and who's best on the wing, who's the best at dribbling. But that's not really what I call support. Not really. Not really. Support to me is when you're there for somebody, when they're on their uppers and people turn up. Example, this morning I was quite down about only doing 65 mile last week on that there bike. I done none on that last week. But that's alright, we're on lockdown, you know. If the phone don't ring and I've got nothing to deliver, then I don't mind. But that I want to be on. I'm on that challenge. I want to be doing 70 mile a week. And I could only do 65 last week, so it was weighing heavy on my mind. I wanted to make sure that I've got a good 75, at least a good start to the week by getting plenty of miles in today. I'm going out twice. I've been out once now. But yeah, the call was answered. My plea, my request for support was answered by Mark. Keen mountain biker, keen motorcyclist, knows his way round a bike. Just finished building one. Very nice one too. And he's offered to get up at the crack of dawn, well, 6 o'clock, pretty bloody early, to meet me at Briley Forest and show me round that new place, a new route, round Rowthorne, back to Plesley, back down the Silver Hill Trail. Yeah, 16.5 miles. Not too shabby, and I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful. So in my mind, that's the best sort of support you can have. You know, I did spend years when I was enforcer for clubs, 2 clubs I was enforcer for. And you support the chairman, president, whichever. Back up their decisions, ride behind them, have their back in all situations. And it's like I said a few moments ago, it's much better, much more rewarding to be the person giving the support, to my mind anyway, than to be the person needing the support. I felt a little bit embarrassed today at slowing Mark down because he had to make allowances for my leg. I couldn't keep up as much as I wanted to. But here's the thing, if I still had 2 legs, would I be doing any of this? I mean, I might still be that arrogant, self-centred pig that I was before. I might not have any of that. You know, who knows? Who knows what sort of a life? A life-changing event happens. That's why they call it a life-changing event. The clue's in the title. Your life changes. It's not just putting up with an injury. It's getting used to a whole new life. During my early counselling, one of the people said to me, Ed, you've got to treat this like a death in the family. You have to mourn the loss, go through the procedure, go through the process. And they were, all those counsellors, they were supportive, even the ones that weren't very good at their jobs. And there were a couple that go to college and go to university, because that's their calling in life. And then they're off to help people, sometimes whether the person wants to be helped or not. And I dare say amongst their own kind, they're very helpful. But a lot of them are not so good with shop floor people, you understand? People that shout and swear and get the ump, and say swearing words when they're cross. It's no good turning around and saying, ooh, don't use swearing words. Like my last counsellor, Stephanie, mentioned her a few times. Mentioned her a few times because she's in my mind every single day. She helped me put the tools in the box to be as confident and as bold as I am, to deal with my own inadequacies, my own foibles. And here I am, out and proud, warts and all, for all my mistakes, for all my errors, for all my misjudgments, for all the times I get things wrong, and I get things wrong every single day. Coping strategies, things that wonderfully supportive lady gave me to help me with. And I do use those tools every single day. And later on today, I shall be supporting my good lady on that. We're going out down the Chesterfield Canal towpath. I'm going to give that a wash. Busy day today. I'm going to go shopping. This might be uploaded late, so you might be watching this later than normal. Go shopping. I only do the driving, I can't go round the shop yet. It's still 1 person per household. But there we are, support. And you all that have helped me with the messages, by the way, 5 nights without a drink now, in a row, ain't touched a drop. I've got it in the house, I've got gin, I've got bourbon, got it up there in the house. I could open a bottle right now if I wanted to. But thanks to the support that I've had, I don't want to. You see what I'm saying? So yes, bit of a more quiet, more mellow one, because I've caught my breath back before I started talking to you. Sometimes I get excited and out of breath. Support. So let's all support one another. There's been a lot of people so-called supporting that American fellow what got his neck knelt on and died. So-called support. Now forgive me, but I don't buy that as support. I buy that as an excuse to go protesting. I'm not going to get into my opinions on that. I'm sure those of you that know me know full well what my opinions on that are. You can probably judge by my tone and voice what my opinions on those people and that protest is. So that's it, we'll leave that there. I'm off now. Have my breakfast. It's just after 8 in the morning as I've recorded this. I've been out of the house for 2.5 hours already. I feel good. I feel proper good. It's nice to have air in my lungs. I've seen rabbits, squirrels, some birds I don't know the names of, but they do look ever so pretty colours. Wish I could have photographed them and had a look when I come home. Some sort of finch maybe, I'm not sure. Very nice anyway, a little gathering of them, 5 or 6 of them. Dogs. I've had a little run with my Bessie beside my bike there. And that's it. I'm off on my day to support my wife. Let's all hold each other up. Let's be each other's belt and braces. That's them crows I keep telling you about. Come over here scaring off all the songbirds they do. Anyway, enough about that. You all have a wonderful day. I love you all, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Ta-da!